What's up, everybody? I hope you all had a great week. Welcome back to Leftover Pizza Pod. It is me, Kyle Looney, your host, and I'm going to be doing solo today. So GW Kelly is having tech issues, not going to be able to make it in today, but that is okay. He did send me his bets, some of his locks for today's games, and then I'll have some of mine as well. So we're going to make this a kind of a short one, but it's alright. We're going to make you guys some money, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at the Leftover Pizza Pod, and make sure you like and subscribe the YouTube video. Let's get into it. We're going to we'll go ahead and give you some of DW Kelly's picks, and you can also follow him on Twitter at DWKelly111. I don't have him here to correct me, but I assume that's right. So his first one he sent me, he's got some actually for these early games, which this pod isn't going to be up in time for. Hopefully he did post those on Twitter, so if you're following us on Twitter, either at the Leftover Pizza Pod or DW Kelly himself, he'll have those posted. Let's see what we got. Dang, he had a lot of money on this London game here. Alright, so he has, I like this. So we each have the Pat's Super Boost for this weekend. So if this gets out in time, go ahead and try and get it. Pat loves trying to win some money, man. He hates disappointing people. His Super Boost is Colts -2, Chiefs to win, and Rams -1.5. And that's boosted up to plus 160. Personally, I feel like it should be juiced up a little bit more to like 200, but it is what it is. I definitely think the Chiefs are going to beat the Redskins. The Rams should be able to handle the Giants. I think they'll cover that 8-point spread as well. The only concern is LA traveling all the way to New York to play that game. I haven't checked the weather on it. Let's see if I can do that right now as we have things going up. And then we have the Colts boosted up to, or teased up to -2.5 against the Texans. Now, of any of them, that one scares me the most, because the Texans, you know, they kind of kept it close against the Patriots last week. Well, they did keep it close against the Patriots last week. And then the Colts did play pretty well against the Ravens, but you kind of never know what the Colts are going to be, man. They don't really have an identity yet. And I think, if I remember right, that's kind of what happened last season. They didn't really have an identity, and then they kind of found it later on in the year with their running game. I haven't watched enough Colts game this year to see if they've found their identity or not, but I don't know. I think that might be a trap game. I do have a little something on it in case the Texans do win, and I'll go ahead and let you guys know that once we get to it. Alright, so the weather for the game was the Giants, and alright, so it's going to be 62 degrees, clear skies, low wind. Is there going to be any weather affecting these games today? Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it at all. The most that's going to be affected is the Cleveland-Arizona game. They're going to have up to 17-mile-an-hour winds, which is kind of expected because the Brown Stadium is right on the lake over there. And Arizona's traveling over there. They don't have Nick Chubb. However, I'm still going to be riding with the Browns. You know, the Cardinals do have to lose a game at some point. They're not going to go undefeated. So with that being said, I do think it's going to be safe that the Rams will cover that and cover that -8 that they're up to. So yeah, Cody and I are each taking Pat's Super Boost, $50 to win 80. That's pretty good. And then his next game up, he has a same game parlay for the Chiefs and football team game. Now, as I've said in past podcasts, I really like doing same game parlays with high totals. And I'm going to see if I can pull it up here. Let's see here. FanDuel Sportsbook. See if I can find this real quick. Come on now. That's odd. Alright, I'm going to do it on my phone, so sorry about that. Alright, so what he has, and I do believe this is one of the highest scoring total games on the slate today. Let's log in real quick. But what he has is Travis Kelce to score 2+ touchdowns. Travis Kelce alt receiving yards over 110. Antonio Gibson alt rushing yards 60 or more. Tyler Heineke alt passing yards over 200. Terry McLaurin alt receiving yards over 60, and then Chiefs to win by 14 plus points. That's going to be the Chiefs winning margin 4-way. That's what he has. That's a pretty solid bet. I have something similar to that. I'll kind of let you guys know my thoughts on how this game is going to go. And yeah, so this game is the highest scoring game as far as totals go for the lines on FanDuel. So this is kind of the game that you want to do a same game parlay in. So how I see this game going, I do see the Chiefs winning this game and covering the 7. But they each have absolutely terrible defenses. So I do believe Washington's going to kind of keep it close, at least for the first half, and hopefully put some pressure on the Chiefs to keep scoring more points. But how I really see this going, I think this is going to go one of two ways. I think this is either going to be one of those classic Tyreek Hill games or one of those classic Travis Kelce games. I think one of these two is just going to eat today and get 2 to 3 touchdowns and over 10 catches, obviously over 100 yards. I think that's how this game's going to go. And so what I did for my parlays on this same game, if I can find it here. Alright, I have the over hitting 54.5. I think that is easy. I got Tyreek Hill. This is my Tyreek Hill game going off. Tyreek Hill anytime touchdown. Tyreek Hill to score 2+ touchdowns. Terry McLaurin anytime touchdown. Tyreek Hill alt receiving yards over 125. Tyler Heineke alt passing yards over 225. And that is $10 for 714 if you're doing that. I don't have what you win for Cody's, but it is at plus 6,778. And my Travis Kelce one is not as juicy as Mr. DW Kelly's, but it is the Travis Kelce to score 2+ touchdowns. Travis Kelce alt receiving yards 110, just like Mr. DW. I have the Chiefs money line, and I got Tyler Heineke alt passing yards 225, and then I have Patrick Mahomes alt passing yards 275. So those are the two I got for that game. I do feel like one of them is going to pay out. One of these three, I'm really confident is going to pay out. So make sure that you guys get in on this. I'll try and make sure this gets out before the 1 o'clock games because this is really juicy. Someone's going to make some money. One of these three is definitely going to hit. Alright, what does he have next? Alright, so FanDuel also has a promo for a 4-leg parlay, $20. You get $10 back automatically. So what Cody has for this one is he has the Chiefs Oh, he's got a line and total. The line total parlay. He's got the Chiefs to cover by 4.5 and over 46.5 points. I like that one a lot. That's at plus 115. He has the Rams and Ravens, both teams to score one touchdown in each half at plus 104. That one I don't like as much because I can see that one being a defensive game, kind of like the Chargers and Cowboys game was. But it could definitely happen. And then he has Green Bay alternate spread down to minus 2.5. So D.W. Kelly kind of listened and took the advice that we gave our last podcast about these key numbers for bettings on the line. So he moved it past that key number of 3. I really like that. Minus 210. And then he has Darrell Henderson alt rushing yards for minus 580. That should hit pretty easily. So the biggest word for me is the both touchdowns in each half at plus 104. But that is going to give you a plus 659, which does cover that promo. You got to have at least plus 400. I like that a lot. And mine is not similar at all. So mine is Green Bay Packers money line at minus 250, and then I got the Chiefs minus 7 to cover the spread at minus 105. I got the Sam Darnold over his rushing yards, and those are at 11.5. You know, Sam Darnold's been running. He's been running a lot lately, so I think he can cover the 11.5 pretty easily, but I could be wrong. I feel like that's going to be the one that bites me. And then of course I got the Rams, as you know, at minus 8, and that's going to give us plus 883 odds. What else does Cody have in here? Cody's got a lot of these parlays, so we're going to go ahead and read off the rest of his parlays, and I'll kind of use the rest of my bets. He has a 3-leg parlay. Aaron Rodgers to throw 2 touchdowns and the Packers to win. That's at minus 515. He has Patrick Mahomes to throw 2 touchdowns and the Chiefs to win at minus 178. He has Robert Woods to have 7 receptions and the Rams to win at plus 196. Total odds is plus 764. I like that a lot. I really like these player prop parlays. If you have a good feeling that a team's going to win, I'm just diving into them next week, but I've kind of seen them all year. And I like it. I like this Packers one a lot. I like the Chiefs one a lot. If you just want to parlay those two together, they'll give you plus, I don't know, maybe a plus 150. So you're at least getting plus money. I like that a lot. And then he has another one. He has Chiefs money lines, Packers money line. James Robinson alt 70 yards rushing against the Dolphins this morning. So we'll see if that is cleared. And then his favorite one. All right, so he claims so far all of these have hit every game this year. The payout is plus 1,233, so I'll go ahead and sprinkle some money on this as well if these have all hit this year. Hopefully they'll all continue to hit. But yeah, let's get into it. He has Darrell Henderson over 15.5 receiving yards against the Giants. He has Jamar Chase over 26.5 for longest reception of the game. Marquise Brown over 25.5 for longest reception of the game. Henry Ruggs over his receiving yards at 44.5 yards per game. Henry Ruggs scares me a little bit, except it's against Denver. So last year against Denver, Ruggs kind of went off. So his old college teammate Jerry Jeudy, who unfortunately isn't playing, they kind of have a nice little friendly rivalry going where they always want to outdo each other. So I do think the Henry Ruggs receiving yards will hit. So I like that. I'm going to go ahead and tail that pick. Let's see what I got. Alright, so let's go back to that Indianapolis-Houston game. I'm going to tie in those player prop parlays. So in case the Texans do win this game. If the Texans do win this game, Davis Mills is probably going to throw 2 touchdowns. So I got player prop Davis Mills throw 2+ touchdowns and the Texans to win. And pretty much what that's going to do is that's $5 to get 55, which is pretty much going to give you your money back for the Pat Super Boost because you can max the bet up to 50. So that's kind of an insurance option that I did. Let's see if I have anything else. It doesn't look like I do have too much left here. Alright, I do not have anything yet. I'll go ahead and keep looking. I haven't really dove too much into stuff. I did thought I put out a little parlay out. Alright, here's one. Alright, so Josh Allen. Now these are good straight bets. You don't have to parlay these. You can if you want. That's why I'm reading you guys these odds, because you don't have to parlay all of them. I mean, it's smart to just bet them straight if the odds allow it. So like this one, Josh Allen should throw 2+ touchdowns and the Bills to win. That's -128. That's pretty good. I'm going to be riding that. Matt Stafford to throw 2 touchdowns and the Rams to win. That's -138. Going to be going ahead and riding that. Mahomes to throw 4+ touchdowns and the Chiefs to win. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and ride that one. That's +230. And then, of course, the Rodgers one to throw 2 touchdowns and the Packers to win, -115. So those are going to be the main ones I'm going to be looking at today. I don't have too much else. I do think Najee Harris is going to go off tonight as well. So do with that information with what you would like. Hopefully we'll have Mr. DW Kelly back next week to kind of keep this show on the road, give us his bets, give us his thought process for everything. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and try and get this thing up before these 1 o'clock games kick off today. And everybody, best of luck. Win some money. We're all trying to take it. Next week, soon we'll be having a lot more content on this podcast. Besides just kind of player picks, we'll be doing more of what we did in the past as far as some pop culture stuff, what's going on around the league. But as of right now, it's just kind of a time constraint for us. But soon we'll have some more time opened up and we'll be able to get into more stuff and, entertain you guys a little bit more. Right now we're just trying to make you guys some money. We're always going to be having these best bets for you. Appreciate you all for listening. Make sure you like and subscribe. Share it with someone you want to help make some money. Go ahead. We appreciate you all. Take care. Good luck today.